How to communicate smoothly. It is rewarding to smile, but even more rewarding to put a smile on the faces of others. Now, as a great communicator, your job is to capture someone's attention and focus on it. Your purpose is to make them pay attention to whatever you say, whatever the ideas you are presenting. The purpose of your communication is to use the language to focus their attention on those kind of thoughts or ideas to the exclusion of anything else. Now, if I need to create some imagination in your mind, if I need to make you think of certain things, I can do it very effortlessly and you can do it too. Let's take an example. I have been to New York once. I was walking in the busy streets of Manhattan. As I was walking, and unbelievably, I saw a famous Hollywood star, Tom Cruise, coming towards me. I could not believe. I asked him, "Are you Tom Cruise?" He said, "Yes." When I asked for an autograph, he asked for $20 to hire a taxi. He said that he doesn't have any money to hire a taxi. I gave him $20 and he laughed at me and ran away and started flying in the air. I could see his wings. As I was watching him, Barack Obama came to me and asked me if I want to be a guest at White House. I politely declined the offer and he also politely offered me 4 apples. And as I started eating his apples, it tasted like pineapple. It was weird taste. Now, it was completely baseless story. I'd never been to New York. There's no chance Tom Cruise will come to me and will ask for $20. And there's no way Barack Obama will be hanging around at Times Square. It's impossible. Still, you were thinking exactly what I said to you. Your conscious mind was shut down. You were creating the imagination of everything I said to you, from the busiest streets of Manhattan to Tom Cruise to Barack Obama and apples and even pineapple. You might have even tasted pineapple in your mouth. Now, each and every word you say, it strikes certain neuron activity. People have the storage of the meaning of different words. People create the certain image, sound, or feeling based on your words. And whenever you share anything with others, they always listen to you. Really? Yeah. People will always listen to you. People cannot not listen. People are always focusing on your ideas and information, but they pay attention to only where they want to pay attention to. They pay attention to what is compelling to them, what is interesting to them, and what is appealing to them. So our idea is to create our ideas or information in such a way that they find it appealing and interesting. Is it really a tough job? Not really. Have a look at this. Now imagine that you are on the top of the water slide. When you begin your journey from the top of the water slide, you effortlessly reach to the end and you enjoy the greasy slide, unstoppable, and you enjoy from the beginning to the end. In your communication, you need to design your script, or you need to communicate in such a way that the listener effortlessly listen from the beginning to the end. In the world of hypnosis, where the will and the imagination conflict, the imagination will always win out. And this will be an important theme that we will develop as you learn ahead. Now you need to capture someone's attention in the beginning and compel them to enjoy the greasy slide of your communication from the beginning to the end, and they will effortlessly pay attention to everything you say, because language is the main tool when learning how to alter someone's state of mind, and we will be using language in order to begin to direct the focus to the kind of outcomes that you have in mind. Remember that the focus of attention was the very first thing that early hypnotists discovered caused hypnotic trance. So your first tool, your first task is to grab someone's attention and focus on it. Remember that you want them to focus on the kind of thoughts and ideas that will lead them to the kinds of conclusion that you have in mind, be that being therapeutic, helping someone to make changes, learn more easily, or buy something. And agreement attracts agreement. You need to design your script in such a way that in the beginning they are compelled to agree with you, and it's not too difficult. Start your conversation with such points or ideas that they feel compelled to agree with you. Have a look at this example. Now you're learning this conversational hypnosis home study course. You are at the halfway of this journey and you have attended each and every lecture. We have discovered what is and what is not hypnosis. We have also talked about how we create our habits. We also discussed the interesting topic of rapport. Now, in this paragraph, when you listen to me, did you disagree with anything? No, you were actually compelled to agree with whatever I was saying to you because I was using all those statements which are easily agreeable. Okay, now gently move on to the statements which are not necessarily true but things that you can verify externally. So have a look again. Now you're learning this conversational hypnosis home study course and you are at the halfway of this journey. You have attended each and every lecture. We have discussed what is and what is not hypnosis. We have also talked about how we create our habits. We have discussed the interesting topic of rapport. Now you realize how important it is to be a powerful communicator. In order to be successful in our personal as well as professional life, if you have done some or maybe all exercises, you could also realize that it's also easy to influence others after repetition of exercises. Now, when you listen to those paragraphs, in the first paragraph, I used some statements which you easily agreed with. In the following paragraph, when I was saying those statements, you are most likely agreeing, but you can also verify, right? So use your statements, use your communication in such a way that initially they agree with you, then move on to the points then where they actually verify the facts externally, and most likely they agree with you too. Now here's an exercise for you. Now start making sentences with an agreement and gradually move to statements which are not necessarily true but they can be verifiable facts and people can easily agree with it. So use your creativity and just write down your script, design your script in such a way and communicate with others and see how you can guide people in your communication from the beginning to the end. Remember, your job as a great communicator is to grab someone's attention from the beginning to the end, and your communication ride should be so effortless, so greasy water slide that they enjoy effortlessly from the beginning to the end. So I wish you all the best to design a script. This is the beginning of your hypnotic language patterns. In the upcoming sessions, you're going to do so many exercises, you're going to write so many scripts that will enhance your communication skill. Life is short, but there is always time enough for courtesy. Said by Ralph Waldo Emerson.